Welcome to the Englishspeakingpractice podcast with Matilda and Jeff.
Hey English learners, welcome back to the Englishspeakingpractice.
Yes, this is the place where you learn real English and improve your life at the same time.
I am Matilda.
And I am Jeff.
We are so happy you are here with us again.
Maybe you are a little tired today.
Maybe you are avoiding your to-do list. A to-do list is a list of things you need to do.
But hey, at least you are doing it in English.
Exactly. If you are going to escape your responsibilities, that means avoid your tasks, doing it in English is the best way.
You are kind of avoiding work, but your English is getting better at the same time.
And for someone who talks about avoiding work, you sound very awake today, Jeff. What happened? Did you drink an entire coffee shop?
Surprisingly, no. Today I did something very unusual for me. I answered a message without overthinking for 10 minutes.
Wait, no overthinking? This is breaking news.
I know. Usually I type, delete, type again, check every word, especially in another language. But this morning, I just pressed record, sent a short voice message and thought, okay, done. Not perfect, but real.
I feel that so much. I also have those moments. I write, delete, and in the end, I do not send anything.
So much thinking, almost no talking.
And I think many of our listeners do the same with English. They think, but they do not actually speak.
Their head is full of sentences, but their mouth is on mute. Mute means no sound, like when you turn off the sound on your phone.
And that is really what we want to work on today. Because today we are not talking about grammar rules or exam tricks.
We are talking about that moment when your brain is busy and your voice is quiet.
I know that feeling so well. I sometimes think, how many chances to practice speaking did I miss because I stayed silent?
So today's topic is very close to our hearts. We are calling this episode, Stop Thinking and Start Talking.
It is all about calming that noisy brain and actually using your English voice in real life.
We will share real stories, simple ideas, and small steps you can try today.
So speaking feels more like talking to a friend and less like taking a test.
But before we go deeper, we want to ask you for one small favor.
If you enjoy learning with us, please like this video and subscribe to the Englishspeakingpractice channel. It really helps more learners find us.
And share this episode with a friend. You know, that one friend who always says, I have no time to study English.
But they have time to scroll on their phone for 2 hours.
Exactly that friend. Send this to them.
And we would love to hear from you in the comments. You can write one simple sentence. I am, your name, from, your country. One situation where I overthink and stay quiet is, and finish the sentence.
We really read your comments. They help us understand your life and your English journey.
And when you write, your English brain has to work. You choose words, you build a sentence. That is real practice, not just listening.
All right, let us start with a real moment. Matilda, do you remember a time when you wanted to speak another language and your brain just stopped?
Oh yes, I remember so clearly. I was in a bakery in another country. I had practiced my sentence many times. Hi, can I have that chocolate cake, please?
Okay, that sounds simple.
It was simple, until it was my turn. The lady looked at me and said something very fast in her language. And suddenly, my brain felt like someone pulled the plug, like when the Wi-Fi goes off.
Oh no. Like 1 second you have full internet in your brain, and the next second, no connection.
Exactly. I just stood there holding my little paper bag. I opened my mouth and said, hi, cake this, please. And I pointed like a lost child.
Honestly, that is still communication. You still got the cake, right?
Yes, I did. And the funny thing, The lady smiled. She was very kind. But inside, I felt so embarrassed.
That feeling is so real.
Yes, and our listeners know this feeling. You study, you repeat, you understand a podcast, and then in real life, your mouth forgets everything.
I had a similar moment on a video call once.
Really? Tell me.
I was on a call with some native speakers. I knew what I wanted to say. I even said it in my head in perfect English.
In your head, right?
Right. But when it was my turn, my brain was like a crowded room. Too many thoughts, no clear door. Grammar, vocabulary, fear, all shouting at the same time.
Like everyone shouting at the same time, and you cannot hear anything clearly.
Exactly. I ended up saying something very short like, "Yes, I agree," when I actually had a full idea.
And after the call, you probably thought, why did I not just speak?
Yes, and that is the thing. Most of us have good English inside. The problem is not only the language, it is the overthinking.
That is why today we are not only talking about grammar or vocabulary, we are talking about that noisy room in your head. I think for many people, it starts with fear. Fear of making mistakes. Fear that someone will judge you. That means think something negative about you.
When I was younger, I was always scared someone would laugh if I said a word the wrong way.
Your brain becomes the strict teacher.
Speaking of teachers, I still remember one class at school. A student answered in English, made one small mistake, and the teacher corrected them in a very cold voice.
Ouch.
The whole class laughed a little, and I watched that student become very quiet after that day. They almost never raised their hand again.
Many of our listeners have a story like that. A teacher, a classmate, a family member who laughed or corrected them in a hard way.
So now, even when they are adults, their body remembers that feeling. Their brain says, "Careful, do not talk, it is dangerous."
It is like there is a small alarm inside you. Every time you want to speak English, the alarm goes beep, beep. Danger, do not do it.
I had a moment like that in school. I had to read a short text in English. I said one word in the wrong way. My friend laughed. I smiled on the outside, but inside I thought, okay, I will read very fast next time so no one hears me.
And that one small moment can stay in your memory for 10 years.
Exactly. One joke, one comment, and your brain decides it is safer to stay quiet.
And then there is another thing. Perfectionism. Perfectionism is when you think, if it is not perfect, it is not good enough.
So you do not allow yourself a simple, small, okay sentence. You want the best sentence, the best grammar, the best accent.
And while you are waiting for the perfect sentence, the moment passes.
It is like waiting for the perfect bus. You say, no, not this one, not this one, not this one. In the end, all the buses go away and you are still standing at the bus stop.
Yes, many learners tell me, I wanted to speak in the meeting, but I changed my sentence 10 times in my head. And then the topic changed.
By the time they are ready to talk, the conversation has already moved to something else.
Or at a party, you want to join a group speaking English. You think of one sentence, then you fix it again, and in the end, you pretend to check your phone instead.
I did that at a family dinner once. Some guests were speaking English. I understood everything. I had a nice comment in my head, but I was fixing the sentence for so long that the moment passed.
And then you go home and think, why did I not just say something small?
So in the end, your English is not the only problem. Your fear is speaking. Your old memories are speaking. Your perfectionism is speaking.
And all of that noise is speaking louder than your real voice.
But the good news is, we can train this. We can teach your brain a new way.
We do not have to wait until fear disappears forever. We can start talking even with a little fear in the room.
Yes, so let us talk about how to do that. How to move from thinking to talking.
Let us start simple. Tip number 1. Use short, simple sentences instead of big speeches.
Many learners try to talk like a book. They want long, beautiful sentences, and then they get stuck.
For example, in your head you think, I have always been very interested in improving my communication skills.
That is a nice sentence, very professional, but your mouth is scared.
So instead, just say, I want to speak better. Same idea, less pressure.
You can ask yourself, what is the small version of this sentence? Instead of, recently I have been feeling a bit overwhelmed with my studies. You can say, study is hard these days.
It is okay. You are not writing a university essay. You are just talking to a human.
Tip number 2, start with reaction words.
Reaction words are small things you say when someone else is talking to show you are listening. Things like, oh, really? That is nice. No way. I understand. That is difficult.
These are short, but they are powerful. They help you start talking, and they give your brain a few seconds to find the next sentence.
For example, if a friend says, I am so tired from work, you can say, oh, really? That is difficult. Do you have a lot of projects?
You see the pattern? First a reaction. Oh, really? Then a small opinion. That is difficult. Then a simple question. Do you have a lot of projects?
That is already a good little conversation. Not perfect, but real.
Tip number 3, prepare a few ready phrases. Ready phrases are sentences you practice many times so they become automatic, almost like a song.
For work or study. Sorry, could you repeat that? Can I ask a quick question? I do not understand this part. In daily life.
Hi, can I get a coffee, please? Can you recommend something? Is there another option?
You do not need 50 ready phrases. Even 5 can change your day.
And remember this, simple and spoken is always better than perfect and silent.
Yes, a short sentence out of your mouth is always better than a perfect sentence hiding in your head.
Okay, so we have some tools. But where can you practice them without so much pressure?
Let us talk about safe mode, low pressure practice. Low pressure means a relaxed situation. No test, no teacher watching you, nobody giving you a grade.
One easy way is to talk to yourself while you do normal things. For example, when you are cooking, you can say, now I cut the vegetables. After this, I will eat and watch one English video.
Or when you are walking. Okay, I am going to the bus stop. I feel a little tired, but I am happy I am learning English.
It can feel strange at first, but it really helps your mouth get used to English.
Another way is voice messages to a safe friend, someone who understands you are practicing. You can tell them, hey, my English is not perfect, but I want to practice. Is it okay if I send you short messages?
If they are a good friend, they will be happy. They will feel honored. That means they will feel good that you trust them.
And if you do not have a safe friend yet, you still have your mirror.
Yes, the mirror never laughs at your accent.
You can stand in front of the mirror and say 1 or 2 sentences about your day. Today I feel. Today I learned. Today I want.
Think of it like dancing. Before you dance at a party, many people practice a little alone in their room.
Same with English. You can practice alone first, so later it feels easier to dance in real conversations.
But there is also something else we need to change. Not only what you say, but what you say to yourself.
Yes, the voice inside your head.
Many learners have a very strict inner voice. It says, I am stupid, my English is terrible, I cannot talk.
If you talk to yourself like that, of course you feel scared to open your mouth.
So let us change that inner sentence just a little bit. Instead of, my English is terrible, you can say, my English is under construction.
Under construction means it is not finished yet, but work is happening. There is progress.
And instead of, I cannot talk, maybe say, I am learning to talk more.
Or, one small sentence is still progress. Progress means you are moving forward, step by step, even if it is slow.
And every time you say even one sentence in English, that is a step.
So here is a small challenge for you today. Say one real sentence in English. Just one. It can be to a person, or to your mirror, or into your phone as a voice note.
Maybe, I feel nervous, but I want to speak more English. Or, today I listened to a podcast to practice my English.
Do not wait for the perfect moment. Just choose a small, normal moment and say something.
And if you want, write in the comments, one situation where I overthink and stay quiet is, and finish the sentence.
When you write that, you are already facing the problem. You are not hiding from it.
And we will read those comments and think, okay, we are not alone in this. We are all learning together.
Okay, Jeff, before we finish, let us do our tiny word tour. Let us slow down and look at some important words from today.
Yes, let us go one by one.
First word, overthinking.
Overthinking means you think too much about something, so much that it becomes a problem.
Example 1. I wanted to send a voice message, but I was overthinking every word, so I did not send anything.
Example 2. I overthink before I speak English in meetings, and then I stay quiet.
Next word, mute.
Mute means no sound. If your phone is on mute, you can see the screen, but you do not hear anything.
Example 1. I put my phone on mute during the movie.
Example 2. My head is full of sentences, but my mouth is on mute.
Next word, perfectionism.
Perfectionism is when you want everything to be perfect. You feel it is not good enough if there is even one small mistake.
Example 1. Because of my perfectionism, I do not speak unless my grammar is perfect, so I almost never talk.
Example 2. Her perfectionism makes her tired. She checks every message 10 times before sending.
Next phrase, low pressure.
Low pressure means relaxed, not stressful, no exam, nobody watching you with a serious face.
Example 1. Talking to myself while I cook is low-pressure English practice.
Example 2. Sending a short voice note to a close friend feels low pressure for me. It is practice, but in a soft way.
Next word, progress.
Progress means you are moving forward, step by step, even if it is slow.
Example 1. I still make mistakes, but I can understand more now. That is progress.
Example 2. Even one sentence a day is progress for my English. Small steps still count.
Next phrase, under construction.
Normally, we say a road or a building is under construction when people are still working on it. It is not finished yet.
Example 1. My English is under construction. It is not perfect now, but I am building it, and that is completely okay.
Example 2. Do not worry, this plan is under construction. We are still working on it.
Next phrase, reaction words.
Reaction words are small things you say to show you are listening. They are like little signals.
Example 1. Oh, really? That is great. Those are reaction words.
Example 2. When my friend told me about her trip, I used reaction words. No way, that sounds amazing.
And the last one, ready phrases.
Ready phrases are sentences you practice many times so they are ready in your mouth when you need them. You do not have to think too much.
Example 1. At work, I use the ready phrase, "Sorry, could you repeat that?"
Example 2. In a cafe, I use, "Hi, can I get a coffee, please?" It is automatic now. All right, here are 3 simple things you can do today.
Action step 1. Talk to yourself for 2 minutes. While you cook, walk, or clean. Use simple sentences about what you are doing or how you feel.
Action step 2. Send one voice message in English to a safe friend today. Just say one simple thing. It does not need to be perfect.
Action step 3. Change one negative thought about your English. Instead of, "My English is terrible," say, "My English is under construction."
And action step 4. Write one comment below. Finish this sentence. One situation where I overthink and stay quiet is...
Okay, let us quickly remember everything from today.
Tip 1. Use short, simple sentences. Small is okay. Simple is good.
Tip 2. Start with reaction words. "Oh, really? That is nice. I understand." They help you begin talking.
Tip 3. Prepare a few ready phrases. Practice them many times so they become automatic.
Tip 4. Practice in low-pressure situations. Talk to yourself. Use your mirror. Send voice messages to a safe friend.
Tip 5. Change your inner voice. Your English is not terrible. Your English is under construction.
And remember, one small sentence out of your mouth is always better than a perfect sentence hiding in your head.
We are really proud of you for listening, thinking, and most of all, for trying.
We would love to know, what is one situation where you overthink and stay quiet? Write it in the comments below.
And if this episode helped you, please share it with a friend who also overthinks. Maybe you can become speaking partners and practice together.
Thank you so much for spending this time with us here at the English Lab.
Keep talking, even if it is just one small sentence today.
Please like this video, subscribe to the English Lab, and share it with someone who needs it.
This was the English Lab. I am Jeff.
And I am Matilda. Take care, keep going, and we will see you in the next episode.
Bye.
Bye!
Your progress does not end here. Click on the next video to keep improving your English. We have something great waiting for you.